Timekeeper.
We can't leave Timekeeper inside alone. If we break the wall now, we can still...
No, we cannot get in touch with Vertin yet. Without her location, they may get hurt from the blast.
The black smoke! Watch out! Captain, we need to stay away from the wall. It's too dangerous inside. Some of us are affected by enemy's incantation.
Then find the nearest window and get in. We may surround the enemy. Timekeeper must not be caught by the Manus.
Look, bring all your weapons. If we break out together with them.
Huh? A group of masked men at the main entrance are rushing over. Oh no, they will see us. We should go.
What?
When Timekeeper is absent, Chief Assistant Sonetto will be the first in command. Going back now is like lambs to the slaughter. It will only ruin the last chance to rescue the Timekeeper. The enemy is after us. We are still in danger. It will only cost us more if we act on impulse.
But...
Please trust the Timekeeper. She will do her best not to put herself in danger. And the Manus will also want to know why the Timekeeper is immune to the storm. We need to make a rescue plan as soon as we are safe and get her out.
Copy that.
Found then!
The rioters are here. Miss Sotheby, the car once hit by the Heaven Apostle. Is it still working?
I have no idea. It's also my first time taking the Auto Island. I used to travel with Hippogriff Ruggiero.
It still works, but the engine needs a moment.
This is all because of you! Stop!
Everybody, get ready to fight.
Come on. We're all counting on you, buddy. Just a little bit. Engines on!
Wow. Is this also the Great Arcanum? Next time, please teach me how to master it. Everybody get in the car. I'm afraid the noise will get us new company. Miss Sotheby, could we stay at your house for the moment? Stay? Really? That's awesome! I always plan to invite a friend to my place. Everything is ready. Just need a friend. Mr. Carson would certainly not agree, but I will convince him. Please believe me.
Everyone get on board. Don't get left behind. Miss Sotheby, please lead the way.
Sure, no problem. Whoops, Miss Reeling, he stepped on my scat. Well, I have a lot of potions hidden here. If they're broken, I'm over. Sorry.
Whew. Thank goodness this apple doesn't take much space.
They're behind us. The rearview mirror is really something. Let's move. Everyone sit tight. Grab everything in your reach.
These are the woods we passed before. Mr. Carson said there are many terrible things hiding here. Miss Sonetto was chased by a group of ghost-like monsters. Oh, I seem to have read about them in the Guide to Monsters with Good Temper. Yes, right under this tree, after we drove away the scoundrels, Miss Sonetto joined us. This is where the friendship between Sotheby and Miss Sonetto begins.
Am I right, Mr. Netto? Mr. Netto? Are you crying? Oh.
You're back, Miss Druvis. What you brought back is as satisfying as expected, Miss Druvis.
Is that right?
What do you mean by right? They are not good people, Miss Druvis. One is a traitor, and the other a bureaucrat. You've done it right for all the blinded ones.
I don't care whether they're good or not. I just want to know. Is it really the right thing to do?
Of course not. Shall we meet Lady Vertin as equals at the conference table? Better treatment she deserveth. I have been seeking a chance to talk to you from an equal position. The name is Arcana.
Hello. The leader behind Manus Vindicte.
Thou art acquainted with us. How wonderful. I am pleased. Lady Vertin, here is an official offer that you joinest Manus Vindicte.
Miss Arcana.
Why?
Why? It's simple. I simply adore thy visage, emotionless in each storm. I adore that which shineth in gold, nestled in thy cranium. Thy flesh and blood belong unto us, if only a fraction of an ounce.
Do I have the right to say no?
Absolutely. As I said, we are in an equal position. I ask that thou answer 3 questions. Answer me, then thou shalt leave, lest I indulge in thy suffering.
You can't. Don't waste your time.
Miss Schneider, it is you who betrayed us first.
Is that so, Mr. Forget-Me-Not? It seems we have never reached an agreement.
After all, your promise was a lie from the very beginning, Miss Schneider. You should have known what was coming for you.
So, what are the 3 questions? And how do you indulge in my suffering?
Content thee, my child. The answer will be revealed for both of us. The first question. What is the ultimate purpose for the Foundation to create the storm?
What? The Foundation? Isn't the storm created by you?
Time is up. I was expecting a better answer. Start with her right hand. Her gesture with a gun bothereth me.
Schneider!
Shh. This is too much for her with a broken hand. Then, the second question. The Foundation experiments on the orphans of Arcanists. Is this true?
Yes. We are looking for the arcane antibody immune to the storm. And I'm the only successful subject.
And the name of the antibody is?
Asymmetric immune protein G.
A story in an inappropriate time. People call it a lie. Thou shalt not be misled by an abominable worm, Lady Vertin. Or her limbs are not my next target. The last question. As the only one who bravest the storm easily, I wonder, the Arcanists thou hast met, how are they?
I will join you.
They are not very well, are they?
I rarely meet them. Most of them are deserted. In the mental hospital, the correctional institution, the abandoned orphanage, and the streets that no one sets foot on.
We have been deserted by the principles of this world. As though we were born to be so eccentric and marginalized. Thine eyes are not blinded, Lady Vertin. Bonvenon Heyman.
I'm cool, oh, it hurts.
Can you stand up, Miss Schneider? Both your right hand and left leg are injured.
It's not easy. Don't touch my gun. Rotten roots, croaking toad, gaming cure.
Lady Vertin, what do you think of her pistol?
A great one.
Exactly. Which was improved by our finest wand maker, Druvis III. Take this.
I don't need it.
And end her life.
Why? I've decided to join you. The 3 questions are all done. It's already enough.
Indeed. It is a mission, a new mission, showing our welcome to thee. Thou hast no right to refuse. Complying is thy only choice. Yet Lady Vertin liketh not this, then nay it is. Have an orange.
Orange? Why are oranges here?
Stop running, you orange thief!
Schneider, how did you become so young?
Huh? Your clothes? Are you from the downtown? Ah, I see. You are the friend that Mia Sorella said helping us pick oranges. Come with me. You have to hurry up. I'm gonna Carnival is going to transport the oranges to town tonight.
Where am I?
Don't be afraid. You can cut the oranges when you climb there. I'll grab you tight.
The orange tree feels so real. Warm breeze, the familiar scent. I am here to pick oranges.
My lord, it's not fair. You're shooting someone seriously injured. Wake up! Come to your senses.
Thank you for wiping the mud off my face.
Are you really here to help us pick oranges? You don't look very scared. Or is all the city people like that?
Who says I'm not skilled? Observe. Let me pick up that big orange at the top for you. Just climb up here, take a small jump, then I'll get it. Hey, I got it!
So it feels like this to be shot by my own bullet. It's not over yet, my lord. Then don't blame me for giving no mercy. Your back is bloody red. Don't you feel the pain? Feel the putana. What the hell did she show you?
Vertin's back. Such a huge scar on her back. How? Interesting. Interesting lines. The moon. The eye. What is it?
How did you fall from the tree? Your back is bleeding.
I think I just saw a critter. Didn't watch my step when driving it away.
Critter. I know it. That's the little animal that didn't take the ark, right? I often find them in the bushes.
You often see strange creatures? Are you also an arcanist? The critters are making trouble now. Wait a minute. I will deal with them soon.
Here you are. It's the big orange. Thank you for helping us. Let's have it together. I want to hear the story about the world outside.
In the future, will you also come to town, Schneider?
No, I have no idea. I've never left here. But my uncles have gone to the United States many years ago. Don't do this. My family would also like to go. I heard that it's completely different from here. Enough. It's the real new world. Don't be ridiculous. There are wonders. Full measure of the blessing will be given. Sins will be forgiven. The God there loves the world. Why? Why don't you eat, Miss 14? It hurts.
I don't feel like it. I've been wondering. Don't you think this orange tastes bitter?
I will shoot, my lord. Huh? Just one last shot. Why did you stop? Why? Don't I deserve the right needs to die fast. Oh, did God finally forgive me? He allowed me to stay alive.
Schneider! Why are you covered in blood? The pistol. No. No, no, don't come over! Schneider! Why?
My lord. Not now.
I'm sorry.
Oops. Right in the heart. Accidentally, though, our new member is quite the sharpshooter. Where are you going, Miss Druvis?
To where I go.
This body, thou hast any idea, Miss Druvis?
Send her back to where she belongs. So that they know Miss Burton's choice.
How long before we get to the manor? Miss Sotheby, we've been driving for more than 40 minutes.
Soon around the corner ahead, and we're out. Then... Huh? What's that shadow? It's moving. And there's water on it!
Waffle. That's the Manus Vindicte's believer. Get around now. Don't let them see us.
No, we can't turn around now.
No! They found us!
Let's fight. Put an end to all that's happening in this ridiculous forest. We must not let the Manus know where we are going.
Copy. Let's make it fast.
There should be no other enemies. Are you alright? Is anybody hurt?
Ugh.
Are you okay, Mr. Apple?
I got accidentally splashed by the slime. It must contain a high concentration of toxins.
Whoa, you are going moldy. You need the antidote made from leeches, glass lizard blood, black fern root, and at least 2 phoenix heart nerves. They are very hard to find, but fortunately I have them all.
Thank you. But this apple might need a little bit of mancozeb.
Mango cub? What's that? Mr. Apple passed out. Don't worry, don't worry. I've got all kinds of potion materials at my house. I'll get them when we're back. Finally got home. That's weird. Where is everybody? Anyone there? Someone needs an antidote!
Is that a unicorn on the wall? Huh. It turned around. I thought it was a statue, but it is still alive.
It's not a statue. It is the quiet raven heart.
The sorcerer and heretic. Oh God, forgive me, sweet Mary, Mother of Jesus. Ah!
boat has flown over! God bless us! Oh, don't be afraid. That's my dearest Asana. You are here to welcome me.
Sasana, well, this is the first time I've seen so many arcane creatures and plants for real.
It's a mini Schnellgeister. My father found it near the Blue Ridge Mountains in Braddock Heights. Don't worry, it no longer sucks human blood. It's my good friend now, and will welcome me home every time. Speaking of which, it's so weird. Where are all the servants at the door today? Mr. Carson would never allow this. Mr. Carson! Sotheby is back! Mr. Carson?
It seems there's no one else but us here.
Well, it's really weird. Forget it. Leave Mr. Carson alone. I have to find the mango carrot quickly. I will be back soon. Hold on in there, Mr. Apple.
What Mr. Apple just mentioned, is it really mango carrot?
I'm so sorry. I did not hear it clearly either. I made a small cut of his leaf to release venom. Hopefully the toxin will take effect slower.
I think what he said was mancozeb, an organometallic fungicide humans apply on plants. Mon. Oh, not in the index starting with M. So... Cost... Nothing. How could it be possible? We should have all the potion materials in our warehouse. Is that in Latin? What can I do? Oh, I promised to cure Mr. Apple. Did I hear something? Someone is here. What happened? This floor is a private storage area. Servants are strictly forbidden. And I never met any servant along the way. Whew. Around this corner. Just gonna sneak a peek, making no sound. Mr. Carson!
Miss Sotheby, you're back.
Why are you standing in front of our number 18 vault?
I'm doing the weekly inventory check. I apologize for not welcoming you in time. However, what happened to your outfit, my lady? Look at the dust on your cheek, and where is the bow on your left arm? Why do you look like you just crawled out of the trenches? This is terribly bad manners. I hope that Mr. Forget-Me-Not and the high society you meet today will not think that the Sotheby's are a group of savages.
Mr. Carson! You're all right! That's great! I haven't found you, and the servants are all... Is there something wrong with our manor? Did the Manus make any trouble?
The Manus? I don't understand, my lady. I assure you the manor has not been disturbed by anyone. However, after dinner, all the servants somehow got acute gastrointestinal inflammation. Your favorite gardener, Nick, is in hospital now.
What? How could that happen? And you?
I was waiting for Master's phone call while they were having dinner. Don't worry, my lady. I have double-checked the food. I assume that it's just because of the inappropriate preservation.
If it's not those bad guys, the Manus, then I have nothing to worry about. That's it for now, Mr. Carson. I need to find the cocoa carrot.
Cocoa carrot?
Yes, that remedy will save my friend's life. They are all waiting for me in the lobby. It's a close call.
I see. Please, be at ease, and a decent meal will be prepared for your friends.
Thank you, my greatest Mr. Carson. Where will the cocoa banana be stored? Oh, it hurts so much. How come there are so many green balls rolling around in the corridor? Meow. Isn't it the cactus cat? You actually sneaked out while Anna was sick. So did you come out to steal cactus juice again? I will get you drunk right now, or the manor will be messed up again. Little devils, I gotcha. I'm quite good. Huh? What's this little bottle next to the barrel? Mango. Here is the magic Mancozeb that can cure all. The kind alchemist Sotheby will not give up any patient.
Thank you, Alchemist Sotheby. Mr. Apple has applied the medicine just now, and Miss Marion found the medicine outside the garden storeroom.
Ah, there are still many arcanists who are better than me. But why do you look so serious? This is...
Come here, Miss Sotheby. The Manus has taken action. There is a large-scale disease outbreak in the city center. The news is on the radio.
According to the Public Health Service, by 8 p.m. today, 13,469 cases of asphyxiation deaths. 2,283 confirmed cases of acute respiratory distress syndrome, and 181,002 confirmed cases related to gastrointestinal inflammation were reported in 45 regions. Patients with the new disease have had such primary symptoms as swallowing difficulties, shortness of breath, and gastrointestinal inflammation. The disease is likely to spread in the areas of residence where patients live. It has not yet been confirmed as highly infectious. PHS Commission Corps has intervened in food supply control and will report its findings as soon as possible. The east side of Michigan Avenue in Loop District, the Gold Coast Block in the near north side, and the River North neighborhood are the most affected areas. We have also received reports from Evanston and Oak Park. Until the source of the disease is identified, we ask that general public refrain from eating at restaurants, cafes, bars, and public places. If not necessary, please do not visit major public hospitals in urban areas.
More than 100,000 people are sick. Oh my gosh. You look so angry, Mr. Netto. Are you okay?
I'm fine. The casualties are staggering. How did the Manus do that? These are obviously exogenous diseases.
Could it be poison? The singing book said that people who are sick would all have stomach pains, gastrointestinal inflammation, right?
But even the hypertoxic ash of Perediction tree can't cause such a mass casualty. And this Apollo symptom doesn't include gastrointestinal inflammation.
I have recorded the broadcast and the timekeeper's situation, and will report it to the headquarters now. Whether it is the solution to the storm or the plan to rescue the timekeeper, we all need instructions at a higher level.
Apologies for interrupting.
Mr. Carson? Is it time for dinner?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is ready. Please, follow me to the dining room.
That's great. Thank you.
Do we have haggis with plum sauce today? I want everyone to try the delicacy my father brought back from Scotland.
Of course, my lady. Your favorite Lekvar haggis will be served soon. These dishes are made with the latest seasonal ingredients from the manor. May this wonderful night wash away our distinguished guests' weariness.
Mr. Carson? What are these?
These are the appetizers. Or would you like me to introduce them, my lady? The 1919 Boitretais sweet wine, Mouli en Medoc, from Chateau Chaspleen. Creamy orange caramels with toffee pudding, pufferpod in herring soup. Cream of watercress soup, oysters with mignonette sauce, and dill baronets.
No, that's not what I mean. Are you making a joke? But this is not who you are, Mr. Carson. I don't understand.
So, is that... What do you say is in the bowl in front of you, Mr. Carson? What is it?
Cream of watercress soup made of wasabi, blue cheese, watercress, fresh shellfish.
Gosh, Mr. Carson, can't you see it?
If there is anything wrong with the cuisine, please let me know, my lady.
I don't know what's wrong with you, Mr. Carson, but these are not for dinner, not even food at all. These are golden money!
Miss Vertin doesn't seem to have any appetite. Or do you too wonder how gold bar steak with wine and boiled silver coin tastes? Storm syndrome. That's how you call these pernicious habits from the old society. Sounds like the Foundation are so satisfied with how the old society works that you call the current situation a syndrome.
The storm syndrome turned money into food in people's eyes. It's so ridiculous.
How did they eat those gold bars? It's not easy to cut them off.
Of course not. Gold is no meat or vegetable. But humans, yes, they are impressive. They had somehow worked out a brand new set of tools dealing with the new food. Para that can pare the rough surface of the gold like a potato. A spray gun that can melt bullion within seconds. A cutting board that can prevent cash from scattering all over the place. There are even cold drinks made from the melted Statue of Liberty for only 50 cents. I can't help laughing.
But the milk was mostly dumped.
It's not food anymore. I can't experience the lives of people who are sifted out by the storm. But I wonder for them. What do they do for eating, for paying? In the storm, the thing that dominates their lives is still money. How could it be more ridiculous for the time?
Why do you blame them? In the storm, there is no life.
No life. You look very sad, Miss Burton. I do not understand.
This burnt branch should have come from a rowan tree, right? I have seen this tree in Ireland and southwest England. It is often called quickbeam, derived from Old German, means stay alive. Rowan is full of vitality. Even if it is transplanted from Europe to North America, it grows vigorously and stretches into a vast forest. In the most dangerous days in the Celtic calendar, people wear garlands and berries of rowan to pray for its blessing for vitality. However, an unexpected fire destroyed all of them. Just like the storm, it's there for no reason.
I suggest you stop talking.
People, like this branch, whose life was brutally terminated, they worked out new tools. They tried to eat these softened gold bars and sold the food that's no longer valuable. People worked so hard to understand life with their own logic. Because they just want to live as much as possible, but not go back in time.
Watch your mouth, Vertin.
But going back in time, why isn't it real life?
Is this little rowan branch really alive, Miss Druvas? You used Arcanum to keep it at the moment when it was burned.
Huh?
Once you dispel the Arcanum, it would not be what it is now. I think you are clear, Miss Druvas, that every tree lives for tomorrow.
Enough! How abominable. This is not where you can give your speeches and such cliches. Since you're still being such a bureaucrat, why not let our believers help you get used to the Manus manners?
Ugh.
How dare you? You should not touch others' belongings. Look what you've done.
I heard that rowan was often planted next to Welsh cemeteries because it would guide the deceased to the next life, so as not to stay in the world and haunt the living. But I was hoping... Never mind. The Arcanum is dispelled. I don't like things being touched by others. Take it away.
All right.
That branch. You've treasured it for a long time. Is it all right to just give that to her?
You asked me to stay. Is there anything you would like me to know?
Yes. I've received an instruction from the Guiding One. Our next plan concerns you. Follow me.
It's a nice view here.
Indeed. Where your woods can just be seen.
Are you here to ask about my decision?
We had negotiated with the local government. They are very interested in your woods. Because of the storm, the medical supplies cannot meet the needs of the surging number of patients. They need places to house the patients and refugees. Your woods are the best choice for its abundant space and adaptability to cast the healing rituals. So, have you made up your mind, Miss Druvis? You're always welcome to join us, Manus.
If I join you, will you reject the government because of me?
We have a better plan. In the woods, they're going to build the only major relief shelter in the city. Arcanum will be used as the main treatment here, which means food, resource, money, and everything necessary to build Manus Vindictae. We've reached a consensus. Nobody can offer a better assistance in the field of Arcanum than us.
What about those refugees?
Only those who are sifted out by the storm will become refugees. You will not. You have my word. We hope that on Relief Day, you'll show up as the owner of the woods and offer your help.
I am no longer the owner of the woods.
For as long as you need, I will transfer the ownership to you at any time. Not to mention that the one and only owner of the woods is you. From the beginning to the end. I know how you feel. What you once had is what I should have. I will look after the woods for you. To the moment we start the Relief Day plan.
Thank you. For tomorrow.
Vaffanculo. Not enough bullets. Cover me, my lord.
Your wound hasn't healed. Can't get hurt anymore. Stay behind me. This is a cage. She wants to catch us. The exit at 2 is our last chance. Break through.
No, my lord, it's too late.
Oh! It hurts. The slime on the thorns will make your body stiff. Be careful.
All retreats are blocked. We are caught.
No, we can't be trapped here. Let me try again.
Give it up.
L'amour flicker. Oh, it bounced back. How? How is the thorn cage so tough?
It's over.
Efero your way. Ah! Damn it! Why?
You are not pure blood, right? My lord.
I'm not sure.
You're like me. Crappy guys not good at Arcanum. Don't you see it? The pure-blood Arcanists and we are worlds apart. Can't beat Druvis, you know it. When you push out the old woman in white, you should have figured it out. No matter how we struggle, it makes no difference. We will be sent to Arcana.
There must be a way. It just takes time.
You are braver than most people I've ever met, my lord. But it's not enough. Far from enough. When it's time, please kill me.
What are you talking about?
Left of my chest. The Manus will not let us go. Killing each other has always been their favorite. You are much more important than me, my lord. Cherish your value.
I don't understand.
Remember, left of my chest. Do it quick.
It's too risky and...
If you want to survive, we have no choice. Trust me, my lord. I cherish my life more than anyone.
But what you said... She heard it all.
You are right, my lord. Her destiny is her choice.